As you can tell, we ended our semester back in December, wrapping up good 6 units with an exam. Everyone did fairly well. So let's go into a second block of activities. We will do unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. And we will try to get to our deadlines. First deadline is Monday. Now, the activities we're going to focus on today are the modal verbs. Try to complete all 3 of the activities in your platform, creating your folders, uploading them in the appropriate place. I will be giving you feedback, and in class next week, I will open up each of these activities. If you have questions or doubts, we will review them together. That way, we can make sure that your listening, reading, writing, and speaking are being practiced. And we are also going to be focusing on trying to make things flow better this year. I will open a forum at the end of this session so that we can complete Unit 1. And Unit 2, as you see, also has its forum. When it comes to the exams, we won't have extra spaces for speaking and writing. Do not do the speaking and writing in the evaluatory activities nor in the exams. So forums and the ones in your platform that have answers, and they will be graded automatically so you can get the scores quicker. All right. Now, 3 forum, 4 forum and evaluatory activity, 5 forum, and 6 has a forum. What we're doing is we'll be having 2 classes in January for Unit 1. Unit 2 will get 2 classes as well, 1 in January, 1 in February. Unit 3, 2 in February. Unit 4, 1 in February and 2 in March. Unit 5, 2 in March. Then we take our Easter break. Then we come back in time for a few more classes and wrap up. And at the end, your final deadline is the 2nd of May. And you will have your grades by the 6th of May, right? So I'll try to get everything done quickly so that for the June submissions, you all know where you stand, and we will be able to rest assured that we completed this year of English really, really well, right? Do let me know if you have questions. No? All right, let's dive into today's activity. Now today, as you can tell from the preview video, we're focusing on can, could, should, and would, right? Now, let's start off with can and could. When we think of them and we think of English, we know that they should be similar, but be careful. This verb, poder, also matches with might and may. So when do we use may? Well, simply when we're talking about possibilities. And since it's contextual, those possibilities can be in your present, but they talk about your abilities. What can you possibly do? All right. And we can use can in its present form to talk about those abilities, permissions, and requests. If you're talking about your abilities in the past, then we go with could. Or if we're expressing things about yourself or about a thing, we could use could to talk about the possibilities for those things. Could is more formal than can. Now, let's go back in time to December and think about our plans for 2023, but in the eyes of 2022. Let's go back. Listen carefully.
Can you guys believe the year is almost over?
Right? What did you guys hear there? Can.
¿Pueden?
Pueden. Exactly. Good job. Talking about the
I know.
activities of
It's
everyone.
crazy. But I love New Year's. It feels like you can get a fresh start.
What did you hear?
Can?
And still being positive. We're thinking about the year and we puede tener un nuevo inicio.
Me too. By the way, I ask if you two have any resolutions?
Now, do we change our modal verb when asking a question? Do we use another one? No. We just use the modal verb.
Can.
Can.
Yes. We don't need any help because modals are also auxiliary verbs.
Oh man, I used to do those, but I could never stick with them.
All right. So what's the equivalent? Present and past. Now the past of can, what would we use?
Podía.
Exactly.
Same here. So I was thinking, could you guys help me with mine? And I'd help you too.
What's the plural form?
Podría. Podría.
Correct.
Yeah, we could hold each other accountable.
Everyone, we still don't change our
Could.
Good.
could. All right. So notice.
That work. It's worth a try at least.
I, you, he, she, it, that, they all go with
Could.
could.
Maybe I stick with it before because I had nobody to keep me on track.
Negative contraction.
Couldn't.
Perfect.
You know, I bet that's why a lot of people do it.
Right. So what's the difference? Before we were talking about the possibilities, now we're talking about the possible habits. So we go back to present. What's the contraction? Negative
Can.
contraction?
Can.
Yeah, but together we make it work.
Just the same.
Can.
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 Can. Right? Just the same. Our modals will not change. You will not add an S to a modal. It will be in its modal form.
So, what are we all doing? I can go first.
Can.
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 All right. So the big difference is, are we talking about it in the present? Are we talking about our possibilities? Are we being formal? Then we choose can or could. All right. Now, what about as we consider this story, how else can we use poder in English? Now, let's look at may and might. What are some options for may and might?
So I usually just say exercise more, but I may do something a little different this year. I'm thinking I might try to learn an instrument.
Notice it's the same in Spanish. It would be
Podría.
exactly.
Podría.
Mhm.
Oh, that be fun. Which one?
Might.
Right. Good.
I think I may try piano.
Might.
Mm.
May.
It be easy, but I've always wanted to do it.
Negative form of may is
Might not.
Not.
good.
That sounds really cool. I may have to copy your idea,
May, just like the month.
but I might do guitar instead.
Might.
Might.
Wow, sounds like we be starting a band this year.
What are we
May.
practicing? May, because
May.
we're talking about possibilities. May all the way.
Hey, that be a bad idea.
Negative
Work on your singing, Alex.
of might.
Might not.
Mhm.
Sorry, that's a lost cause. You want to find someone else for the band.
Might.
Might. All right. So may and might also are equivalents of the verb poder in English. But what we're looking at here is a possibility, some sort of affirmation or permission so that something can happen. All right. This is less about one person, it's more about what is happening, what are the possibilities. All right. Now, as I mentioned, we're also tackling should and would. Should is for suggestions and advice. Should is what we call, polite, low obligations, very, very soft. Then the next level is ought to, like your parents giving you advice. Then we have must, obligation, the rules. Right? Now let's practice with should, ought to, and must.
Well, I guess I ought to come up with a resolution too.
What verb
Debería.
are we doing? Exactly.
I'm not sure what I should do though.
What's the verb?
Debería.
Correct.
Give me a minute. I should be able to think of something.
Right? Low level.
Should. Should.
No one is forcing
Yeah.
her.
Think about it. You must have something you want to do.
High
Debería.
probability.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Good.
You're right. There be something. Let's
High
see.
probability.
Must.
Must.
Oh, here's one thing. I tried to go to bed earlier.
Recommendations we use.
Should. Should.
I mean, I get tired every afternoon, so I be sleeping enough.
Negative form.
Must not. Must not.
Oh, man. I guess we schedule any midnight jam sessions then.
Negative form of should.
Shouldn't. Should not.
Shouldn't.
Yeah, too bad. I guess we avoid that.
Right? Middle level.
Ought to.
Ought to avoid it. Recommendation.
But seriously, that be too hard.
What was the negative form again?
Shouldn't. Shouldn't.
Should. Should have is should plus have. Should have. But should not is shouldn't.
All right. We've all got goals now. So I think we come up with a plan.
Recommendation.
Ought to.
Ought to. Good. Now, we've seen should. We've seen ought to, must, can, and could. What about when we want to hypothesize? When we have some conditions to something that's happening, we go for would. Now, yes, we do think of would as the past tense of will, but open it up some more. Expand the context. Think of would as conditional or hypothetical. Yes, keep in your mind that it's usually something in the past or something incomplete. Would. Listen carefully.
You're really serious about this, huh? I guess it would be good to have a plan.
Notice the pronunciation? Would.
Would.
I think it help.
Combined?
Would have.
Would help. Would doesn't change, and your verb also will not change. Would help, would go, would try.
Yeah, when I would make resolutions in the past, I'd have a goal, but no plan.
Right?
Would. Would.
And also notice down here, would. I would have a plan. I would make resolutions. You can have it in long.
So, of course, they would fail.
Now, if these things are considered the past or a hypothesis, which one of fracasar should I use? Should I use the one for the future or for the past?
Fracasarán.
Fracasarán.
Exactly, for the past.
Makes sense. Well, you go first, Beth? Seems like you've thought about this.
Would.
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 Your modal verbs don't attract S. They do not change. They stay the same.
Sure. Well, my plan would be to practice piano at least half an hour each day.
And what did we say we use would for?
Hablar de una hipótesis.
Exactly. This is the idea of something, the conditions of something.
I figure it be too hard to find 30 minutes in a day.
Contracted negative form?
Wouldn't.
Wouldn't.
Good idea to start small. You want to start off doing too much and burn out. Good idea to start small. You wouldn't want to start off doing too much and burn out.
Right. And maybe increase that after a while.
And what about the contracted subject and modal form?
I.
I'd. I would. I'd.
Nice. Would you mind if I steal that plan for guitar?
I had a feeling. Say that. Go for it.
And you and would be?
You'd.
You'd.
Good. So you have I'd, you'd, he'd, she'd, it would. You generally don't say id. Doesn't sound very clear. You normally go for it would, but you can say we'd, they'd. Okay? Good. Now, we see the different forms. We see how they're used. Let's have a conversation. At the top of the list is Andy and Paco. So, Andrea, you're Jenny. Francisco, you're Dan. Let's use modal verbs to fill out this conversation. Now, in the story, you might see some words you don't know. So let's practice them before we start, just in case we have never practiced or used them before. All right. Laura, wear a cap. Repeat.
Wear a cap.
Diana, selfie stick. Repeat. Diana Denise, Resendis. Selfie stick. Repeat. Good. Luis, promoter.
Promoter.
Good. Nava, concert goer.
Concert goer.
Litzy, hurt.
Hurt.
Marielle, attendant.
Attendant.
And Montserrat Giselle, rain cape.
Rain cape.
Good. All right. And Francisco. Let's dive in. Andrea, you begin.
I think I should call Francis.
That would be a good option, actually, should, but our options are can and will.
Okay. I think I will call Francis.
Perfect. Yeah, should is actually a really good option. Francisco.
Is he your friend from school? I think I might can know him.
Which one? Might or can't?
I might know him.
Good. All right. Let's switch. Naomi, you're now Jenny. And Pardinho, you're Dan. Naomi.
Yes, you do. You meet him last month.
You met him last
You
month.
met. Okay.
Past tense. Pardinho. Let me show your options. These are your options.
Oh, yes, I remember now. Should we ask him to go to the concert with us?
Perfect. All right. Jenny is now Litzy and Dan Luis Alfonso.
That's a great idea. He loves rock music, so he's going to enjoy the concert.
Good. Luis Alfonso.
Jenny, if I were you, I would wear a cap for the concert because it's really sunny today.
Good. All right, let's keep switching. Now let's go with Marielle is Jenny and Nava, your Dan. Marielle?
Okay, I'll do that then. Don't take that selfie stick to the concert.
Why not?
Continue, Maria.
They might not.
Yes, according to the concert. Next line. I might not. That's what you said, Maria? See, did he say might not?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, look at it again. According to the promoter, read. What's the context? Read it for me. According to the concert promoter.
According to the concert promoter, concert occurs might not take to the concert any of the attendant.
All right. Might not is a expression of possibilities. But this context sounds like this is the rule. En este contexto, vimos que los promotadores del concierto dicen que no puedes llevar cosas que puedes usar para lastimar otras personas que están asistiendo al concierto. Entonces, no es posibilidad, es obligación. All right, again, María,
Yes, teacher.
according.
According to the concert promoter, concert organizers mustn't take the concert any object that.
Good. All right, now let's switch again. Más. Second part, María.
Object that call her attendant.
Perfect. All right, and Nava. What does Danny say?
Can we bring another attendant?
Good. All right, let's switch. Let's go to Laura, you're Jenny, and Denise, you're Dan.
I don't think we can.
Denise.
All right, we must to. Sorry, there starts in our.
All right. Now, the only modal that has two is ought. All of the others don't have it. All right. We ought to. Deberíamos apurarnos. All right. Again, Dan. Denise.
All right, we out of hurry because the concert starts in an hour.
Good. Jocelyn Correa and Monse Giselle Rosas.
Okay, let's go.
Monse?
I checked the water. It's weather or app and
No.
Hold on. Let me quickly change it. There we go. I checked the app.
I checked the weather app and I may rain. What should we do?
Rain. Good. Right, and oh, look, people still joining at this time of the day. Right? Dun, 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 dun. And Fernanda Elizabeth and can you hear us? Let's see who's that just joining. Hello, hello. Can you hear us? Luis, you might need to mute your microphone.
Perdón. Jenny, ¿verdad?
You and I think I was saying, was it Brenda? Brenda is Jenny and you are Dan.
Okay.
Brenda?
Yes. Okay, let's go.
No.
Jenny, we code, bull rain tapes, the trend entrance.
Perfect. And wrap up, Luis. Last sentence.
¿Ya, verdad?
Yes.
All right, let's do that. Carl Francis.
All right. So That's how we would be speaking and using the modals. All right, guys? So practice. Try to finish up unit 1, create your folders or update the folders you already have, shoot me messages or WhatsApps, and I'm going to open up a forum so that you guys can do your first forum for this year. I'll see you next Saturday. If you have any questions before then, don't feel shy. Let me know. Take care now. See you soon.